Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Financial Podcast. I'm your host, Olivia, and today we're diving into some significant news concerning one of the automotive industry's giants, Ford Motor Company. In a recent development, Ford has issued a pair of substantial recalls impacting a wide range of their vehicles, specifically more than 550,000 cars, addressing critical safety concerns related to airbags and structural components. These issues carry the potential to significantly increase the risk of crashes and, unfortunately, injuries for both occupants and other drivers on the road. The total number of vehicles affected by these latest actions stands at 556,043, spanning across multiple model years, including the 2016, 2017, and the very recent 2025 models. This widespread impact highlights the importance of vehicle owners staying informed about these developments, especially as safety regulatory bodies like the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA, play a crucial role in bringing these issues to light and ensuring appropriate action is taken by manufacturers. The first of these two recalls specifically targets a newer model, involving 63,898 units of the 2025 Ford Maverick. The core problem here lies with the airbag indicator light, a seemingly small component, but one that plays a vital role in passenger safety. This indicator light has been found to potentially become loose or even entirely dislodged within the vehicle. The direct consequence of this seemingly minor detachment is that occupants may be left unaware of whether the passenger airbag is actively turned on or off. Such a lack of critical information can have serious ramifications in the event of a collision. If the passenger airbag is unexpectedly off, the occupant in that seat would not receive the intended protection, thereby substantially increasing their risk of injury during an accident. Fortunately for owners of the affected Maverick models, the remedy for this particular issue is straightforward and readily available. They are advised to visit a Ford dealership where new retaining clips for the airbag indicator light will be installed at absolutely no cost to them, ensuring the light remains securely in place and provides accurate information. The second, and considerably larger recall, impacts a much broader fleet of vehicles. 492,145 Ford Explorers from the 2016 and 2017 model years. The issue with these popular SUVs revolves around the B-pillar door trim. For those unfamiliar, the B-pillar is the structural component that forms the frame between the front and backseat windows. The trim piece that covers this pillar has been found to be susceptible to detaching while the vehicle is in motion. This detachment presents a significant and dangerous hazard, not just for the occupants of the Explorer, but also for other drivers on the road. When the B-pillar trim detaches, it can become airborne debris, flying off the vehicle and potentially striking other cars or obstructing visibility for following traffic. This creates an immediate risk of additional crashes and unforeseen injuries. What's particularly noteworthy about this Explorer recall is that as of the latest information, Ford is still in the process of developing a definitive remedy to address the issue. This means owners of these affected Explorers will need to wait for a subsequent notification once a permanent solution has been finalized and made available. Regarding the logistics of these recalls, owner notification letters for both the Ford Maverick and Ford Explorer models are expected to be sent out in the mail beginning on June 9, 2025. This initial letter will inform owners of the recall and the specific issue affecting their vehicle. For the Explorer models, where a remedy is still being developed, a second letter will be dispatched once the repair solution is ready and available for implementation. Vehicle owners who have concerns or wish to proactively inquire about the status of their vehicles can contact Ford customer service directly. They can reach out using the dedicated recall hotline at 1-866-436-7332. When calling, it's helpful to have the specific recall numbers on hand: 25C17 for the Ford Maverick recall and 25S53 for the Ford Explorer recall. Additionally, for comprehensive information and to verify the status of their vehicle, owners can utilize the official NHTSA recall database, a publicly accessible resource designed to keep consumers informed about vehicle safety campaigns. A deeper dive into the Ford Explorer B-pillar trim issue reveals an interesting timeline and regulatory interaction. Ford Motor Company first became aware of this problem with the B-pillar door trim as far back as 2019. However, at that time, the company did not consider it an unreasonable risk to safety, which explains why a recall was not initiated sooner. This decision meant that for several years, vehicles with this known issue continued to be on the road without a mandated repair. The situation changed significantly in March of this year, 2025. It was then that the National Highway Safety Traffic Administration stepped in, sharing with Ford dozens of reports from vehicle owners detailing instances of the B-pillar trim detaching. This direct input from affected consumers channeled through NHTSA prompted Ford to conduct a more intensive and thorough investigation into the matter. This renewed scrutiny, driven by public reports and regulatory pressure, ultimately led to the recent decision to issue the recall. This sequence of events underscores the vital role that both consumer vigilance and regulatory oversight play in ensuring vehicle safety. Upon further investigation, Ford concluded that the root cause of the B-pillar trim detachment was a lack of proper adhesion. This means that the adhesive used to secure the trim piece was insufficient or faulty, causing it to loosen over time and eventually separate from the vehicle, especially at driving speeds. Despite recognizing the defect and its potential to create a road hazard, Ford has stated that it is currently unaware of any accidents or injuries that have been directly related to this specific defect. While this is certainly reassuring news for owners, the potential for harm is clear, and the recall is a necessary step to prevent future incidents. The process for getting the Explorer trim fixed, once the remedy is determined, will be similar to that of the Maverick. Owners will be notified by mail and instructed to bring their vehicles to any Ford or Lincoln dealership. At these authorized service centers, the faulty trim will be repaired or replaced at no expense to the owner. This commitment to free repairs is standard practice for safety recalls and ensures that all affected vehicle owners can address the issue without incurring additional costs. The NHTSA recall number specifically for the Explorer is 25V347, while Ford's internal manufacturer's recall number remains 25S53. It's also important to note that these two recent recalls are not isolated incidents for Ford this year. The company has faced a series of recall campaigns, indicating a broader pattern of addressing various safety and quality control issues across its lineup. For instance, just last month, Ford initiated a recall impacting over 1 million vehicles due to a software issue. This particular problem could cause the rear-view cameras in those vehicles to either freeze or delay images, significantly impairing a driver's ability to safely reverse or maneuver. Prior to that, in February, approximately 240,000 Explorer and Lincoln Aviator SUVs were recalled. The issue in that instance pertained to seat belt anchors that were improperly secured. These recurring recalls, covering different components and affecting a diverse range of models, underscore the ongoing challenges that large-scale automotive manufacturers face in ensuring every vehicle that rolls off the assembly line meets stringent safety and quality standards throughout its lifespan. For a financial podcast like ours, it's a reminder that a company's operational excellence and quality control directly impact its public image, consumer trust, and potentially its long-term financial health, as recalls can be costly and can affect sales and brand loyalty. Ultimately, these recalls are a critical mechanism to ensure the safety of consumers and the integrity of vehicles on the road. While they can be an inconvenience for vehicle owners, they are an essential part of the automotive industry's commitment to safety and regulatory compliance. It serves as a strong reminder for all vehicle owners to regularly check for recall notices and promptly address any identified issues. Staying informed about vehicle recalls is a crucial step in maintaining personal safety and contributing to overall road safety. Thank you for tuning into Financial Podcast. We hope this comprehensive overview of Ford's recent recalls has been insightful and informative. Please remember to check your vehicle status if you own one of the affected models. Your safety is paramount. We'll be back soon with more insights into the financial world and beyond. Until then, take care and drive safely.